I have to ask you about Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ah, yeah,
How did you get involved with that?
that's another weird one. I was basically post college and I was writing a feature screenplay at Denny's at night. And I was living in the Hotel St. George, which was a hotel for basically transients to have a cheap place to live. And because I was trying to make a feature film and dump all my money that I made painting into this film. And I saw this casting call for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So I went down there in my car, oh my God, and showed up there was a big line of people that were getting screened for casting. And of course, the Kyoto brothers and the casting director saw, oh my God, and are like, what the hell is that? And they looked at the car and they said, who's that guy? And came up with a name, Harrod Blank. And then they asked me, I was asked a bunch of questions about my abilities, et cetera. And then it dawned on them, oh my God, you're a college basketball player, or you were a college basketball player? I said, yep. And they said, well, you look like you might be able to handle one of these clown costumes. Would you be willing to try that? And I said, sure. So I went to an audition after the casting call, and they had me do all these things in costume, like walk across the room drunk and go choke somebody out and do this stuff. And they were impressed with my size and the way that I handled the costume, I guess, and the way I walked. And they said, are you available for the next 2 weeks? And I said, yes. They said, would you like to play clowns? And I said, yes. And that was it. I was cast as seven clowns in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That must have been so much fun.
And the weirdest thing, this is the weird thing, and I'll use this as an example for younger people, but I went into this thing with no expectations. I just was trying to do a gig and be part of this movie, and it turned into something much bigger. And 25 years later, I get this call from this guy named Sean, and he says, "Are you Harrod Blank?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I want to be your agent." And I said, "For what?" And he said, "You were in Killer Clowns, weren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I was in Killer Clowns." He goes, "Well, I want you to sign autographs." And I said, "Dude, nobody wants my autograph. Don't even worry about it." And he goes, "I've already been asked for it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what?" And then he said, "I want to send you to these conventions, these horror conventions." And I said, "Okay." And for that was like 10 years ago. And now I'm doing 6 to 8 conventions a year. And I've got fans that are 5 years old that want my autograph. And people are showing me my tattoo of my character's face all over their bodies. And I'm just like, this is the weirdest. Pinch me, man, because I'm dreaming. This is the weirdest thing that's happened. And so that's why I tell people just do things with no expectations and do your best, and you never know what's going to happen.